What's up, everybody? You know what day it is. It's time for your next dose of Maintenance Monday with your host, that Wounded Warrior guy. That's me. In today's video, we're going to spend some time setting our goals for this week, the things that we hope to accomplish before Friday. I'm also going to spend a little bit of time sharing with you guys some things I have coming up in my life that is exciting and that I'm very happy to be able to share with you. And hopefully, by sharing those things with you, it will get you guys excited for new things that may be coming into your life. But before we get started into the video, just want to remind everyone, if you wouldn't mind doing so, throw me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this content, share this video, do one of those things for me. I would really appreciate it. And without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. So, you know how we do this, guys. Maintenance Monday. We start off our Monday at the beginning of every week, taking a little bit of time to reflect so that we can get set up to attack our goals, to target our deficiencies, to recognize the things that we need to work on in order to constantly maintain ourselves. And going through last week, I recognized a few things that I personally need to work on, which is why I'm setting the goals this week that I'm setting. One of the things I noticed is that I have been taking on a lot of my personal therapy without including my wife in the process. I include her with, I guess, the things that I'm most comfortable with, but until I am more vulnerable with her and until I really knock down those barriers and express all the things that I'm dealing with, I'm not allowing her to totally support me. I am in a way restricting her ability to be there, which isn't fair. And I recognize that these last couple days, I was getting prepped for my therapy today, actually, working through my worksheets, going back through my impact statements, and just recognizing that I need to be more open and I need to involve my wife more in something that's such a big part of my life. Like, me and my wife, we're big on therapy, super supportive of therapy. We know that the process works. We know it's helpful. We know it can benefit everyone if you trust the process. And if you're going to trust the process, you have to include those closest to you in as much of that process as you can so that they can understand the changes that you're making. They can recognize them, they can understand them, and they can support you through the process, because the process is not always easy. It's not always straight line. There's going to be difficult times. There's going to be tough struggles that you have to navigate through. And if you're not providing that information, or if you're not really being totally honest with how you feel, then that can set you up for failure. It can set both of you up for failure. And failure is not what we're seeking here. We're seeking improvement. We're seeking success. We're ultimately trying to move towards healing and moving forward. That's what I'm trying to get out of my therapy, and I have been getting there, but I have reached I've reached another barrier, and that barrier is not going to go away until I bring in those that I care about, share with them the changes that I'm hoping to make, the changes I have made, and really involve them in the process. And I have to take the things that I've learned from my therapy, and I have to take those new beliefs that I've created through my therapy, and I have to act on them. And by acting on them, I can't do that alone. So, something I noticed these past few days, just really trying to prioritize communication, making sure that I am expressing myself in a very um, accurate way, that I'm not masking my emotions, and to make sure that I am involving my partner in everything that encompasses my life and who I am as an individual, in order to not only allow me to heal, but to increase her ability to be supportive and allow her to be present in my life. Because the last thing that I want to do is I don't want to put up walls and put up barriers and try to create safety for me, and in the process push everyone away, especially not my wife. And so, priority this week, goal this week, I got one thing that I'm trying to do, and that one thing is I have a few worksheets I have to finish up in therapy. Then, once I finish up those worksheets, I am going to start sharing my worksheets with my wife, and I'm going to start sharing my impact statements with her, what my therapy moving forward is going to look like, and what I'm really trying to achieve. So that's what I got set up for this week. That's my goal, and I'm excited about it, guys. These last 12 weeks of intensive therapy have been with my therapist. We actually had our last session today of that part, that stage of my therapy. Now we're moving into, like, I need to start to take action. I need to start taking that information. I need to implement it into my life. I need to include my partner in these changes, in this process, and then we will touch bases in it's like 2 months from now, and see where we go from there. So yeah, finish that up today. I'm excited moving forward. I'm excited to share these things with my wife. Um, I do have some strong emotions associated with that. I will have to do it in stages, but I am excited to be able to open up with the person closest to me and allow them to better understand the things going on in my life that directly affect them, right? Because, you know, it's not right for me to keep something like that from the woman that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. So, if we're going to be successful moving forward, I have to be willing to let down those guards and to allow her to come in and be here for me. And I know she's willing to be here for me, but if I don't let her, if I don't give her that opportunity, that's just not fair. So that's something that I'm going to work on. And like I said, guys, I'm excited about it. Uh, Another thing I got going on this week, besides completing therapy, um, I'm excited moving forward with my golf lessons. So I've had my swing evaluation, I've had one golf lesson, and went to the driving range this past Friday. So I've been to the driving range twice in the past 12 years, and both of those times were in the last 2 weeks, or sorry, 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So, for those of you who don't know, I have not played a round of golf in about 12 years, since 2009. That was the last time, 2009, summer 2009 was the last time I swung a club, hit a golf ball, played around, all those things. So, trying to expand my social circle, trying to build my confidence, build my self esteem, get back out into the world, giving people those chances to get to know me. One of the things that I have pursued in order to build on that is getting back into golf, something that I used to love to do, something that I now am fortunate enough to have the spare time to pursue again. So yeah, I've had my swing evaluation, had my first lesson, all of it went great. The first time I went to the driving range, I did so before doing all of that, just to see if my wrist, my shoulder, my neck could handle the motion. Yeah, I mean, no injuries, thank God. I came away from it sore, obviously. I haven't used any of those muscles in a long time. But um, first impression was, man, we got a lot of work to do because every single ball I hit was awful. I mean, it was atrocious, guys. I can't even, it was bad. Like, could not get the ball to fly straight. Everything banked off to the right. There were some golf balls that just bounced 10 feet in front of me. Like, it seemed hopeless. Went to my swing evaluation, learned a few things, started actually hitting the golf ball down the field in the simulator. Went to my first lesson, learned a few more things. Ball's going further, it's going straighter. Like, I can't tell you guys how awesome it is to go into something you haven't done in so long and to be starting at such a beginner's level. Like, I mean, zero is where I started. Zero. Not one, not two, zero. And to just see the improvement working and to be able to do something I did not think I could do because of my physical limitations. And to be able to go in and actually do it is amazing. Last week, went to the driving range. I was not the worst person at the driving range. Not talking crap about anybody else. I won't do that. But there were people there who were struggling more than I was. And like, I don't think I've ever went to a driving range and been one of the better hitters there. So just to be able to kind of see that, to be at a driving range and be able to like hit accurate shots after just these couple of lessons, I mean, I am through the roof with excitement. This Wednesday, I have my club fitting. I'm going to get fitted for my clubs. I'm going to order some clubs. They're going to come in hopefully in about 6 to 8 weeks. I will be on a course playing my first 9 holes. And guys, I cannot tell you how ecstatic I am to be able to do that. Like I said, I never thought that that was going to be something that I would ever be able to enjoy again. So just to be knowing that that is coming is, it's a big deal, guys. So just going back to that idea of not letting the doubt that you may have in yourself prevent you from pursuing your new ambitions, right? Because, if we're at home, if we're disabled, if we're wounded warriors, if you have some kind of injury that you're healing from, like, obviously heal from your injuries, but do not be afraid to go out and attempt something new, or attempt to get back into something that you used to love that you might not believe you can still do, like how I'm doing with this golf thing. Just don't, give yourself the credit that you deserve. Don't sell yourself short. Make sure to have faith in your ability. Even if you have to modify the way that you do something, that doesn't mean you can't do it. That doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. That does not mean that you can't not excel at it. So keep that in mind, guys. That's all I got for this video. I hope that some of you out there can relate to this video. I hope that this content is motivating others out there to set those goals, to continue to pursue those ambitions. And I hope that this is helping you guys get through some tough times, because I can't even begin to tell you guys how much this channel is helping me get through my rough times. And I just want to say that I appreciate you guys supporting me. Yeah, it's went a long way. So we're gonna keep this channel going. We're gonna keep this truck moving. And yeah, I'm going to keep putting videos out there for you guys until you tell me to shut the hell up. So until that day comes, I'm going to be right here for you. And like always, guys, before I get off here, even if you don't realize it, even if you don't believe it, there is a warrior in every single one of you. And I see it. Take care.